Hey everyone, it's Kelly. Welcome to this month's meals. We are in March. Oh my gosh, the year is flying past. So the first night we had a risotto, which is a pretty standard meal for our house. The next night I got a roast chook that was marked down, so I cooked that, and then I did some roast veggies on the side. And we also are featuring in this month digging through the freezer a lot for bits and pieces, because I have been just freezing any mortal thing that I can get my hands on lately, and so now it is all about using it up as well. So I got some sweet potato that was marched down, and we cooked all of that up to have a beautiful roast chicken. It was probably a Sunday night, hopefully. Beautiful roast on a Sunday night. The next night, yes, we've got some more markdown, some chicken Kievs, and I got some salmon. I'm sorry there's no wide angle. There we go. It's the best I can do. And my son's had dinosaur chicken nuggets that I would have got from Coles. And then I got some cauliflower and broccoli that was on clearance as well. So I'm just chopping all that up as a meal prep to throw in the freezer. And then all of the stalks I chopped up and I put them in a bag and I threw them into the freezer. And then I ended up making a chicken stock out of it, which you would have seen in one of the Audi challenges. You saw me just putting a whole lot of veggie scraps in it because I couldn't find this clip at the time I was editing. And then we've thrown this little piece of salmon into the freezer. I always throw the packet information in when I can to remind myself of the price. Oh, this little bit of butter I would have used to make the mash for our dinner, because I just kept filming everything, so it was a little bit of a use it up challenge, which I have a video about that as well that I can put up to you. Oh, I was just showing you there that all the dinosaurs face the same way on the plate. It's just some fun things that I do for my son. I'm sure he doesn't really care. He covers it in tomato sauce anyway. The next night is a bit of a use it up challenge meal again, and when I watch this I'm realizing that there's so many things that we actually did use it up, but I didn't include it because I figured it'd come into this video anyway. As you can see, our freezer is chock-a-block full, and this is actually our little freezer. We do have a secondary freezer, so the aim is to get this as empty as possible and then just have it as the everyday stuff. So the veggies that we use all the time, any frozen chips if we have them for an emergency, and also my son's frozen lamingtons, and just desserts and other bits and pieces that we want to be able to grab. So my son had here croissants with ham, cheese and pineapple. My hubby and I had pasta with markdown sauce that was in the freezer, and for my daughter I made her a chicken pizza. Pizza was actually a little bit smaller than I expected, but still it served her just fine. I didn't make my son a pizza because he saw the croissants and said he wanted those, but also one big pizza would have just been way too much for him, so the croissants it was. Again, going through the freezer for a little bit of a use it up, we have these little meatball risole things from Audi, which was a challenge from last year. As I said, I just kept throwing things into the freezer, so we're pulling those out. We've got some chicken bowl type things for my son, and yes, I dug around in here for a while, just also trying to remind myself what was in here and thinking for future things. I'm also, as I was doing this, writing down some things that we did have and trying to put a bit of a plan together for future meals. So here is everything that's plated up. So I've got my son's chicken bowls that were there. My daughter had salmon, which I found later when I turned the camera off. I did a bit more digging. I needed 2 hands. We've got the rissoles there and mash. Back to the freezer again, and we're pulling out these beef dumplings, which I bought at Audi that I shouldn't have bought, but they were on a markdown and I couldn't resist them, and we really do like dumplings in the house, so I grabbed them, even though, as I said, I meant to be doing a use it up challenge, but still. And I already had these noodles in the fridge, so I think that's also why I grabbed them. And the beef and black bean sauce I actually got from Foodland, and it was on special for like $1.80, and it is so rare for it to be at such a good price, so I picked it up thinking, perfect, let's grab them. Watching this back, I wish that I actually cooked these in the steamer rather than in a pot with water, and if I had to do it with water again, I wish that I had used a bigger pot, because yeah, they stuck together. They were a little bit crazy. So we've had the dumplings here with the noodles, and we had some leftovers because then my son could have them the next day, so then it wasn't just cookies. And for my daughter, I would have made her a pizza, again chicken. I don't show you the end of it, but yes, it is what it is. Back into the freezer again, pulling out dinosaur nuggets. I think these were the last ones, and this was definitely the last of the frozen chips. I have no problem with using frozen chips, especially if I'm super tired or I'm in a hurry and I need to cook 2 or 3 different meals, so I will just use them, but I'll cook my own when I can. And we've had another chicken risotto again. Back into the freezer, and I've pulled out my daughter's chicken meal dish that she makes. So she made a big meal dish probably at the end of Feb, and she had some leftover, so I froze it. So then she would have only needed to add some pasta to it. And then I'm trying to pull out bits and pieces. We've got some taco mixture that was here, so I just heated that up, and then I just threw together the lettuce and the tacos. We had some leftover taco shells, and I think I had a sandwich this night because I let the boys have this, and then I just ended up having a sandwich or something pretty simple. The next night we've actually had some leftover pizza because my hubby went to an event and they sent him home with some of the leftover pizza. He offered to put some money towards it when he got there, but they were like, no, we've already dealt with it, so free dinner for us, thank you very much. And then I think I had the brilliant idea that I was going to make a lasagna, and so I'm filming taking things out of the freezer as I do, hopefully making sure nothing falls out. I got these sauces as a markdown, and they're fine in a lasagna, but when they defrost they split, so that's why I think I pulled them out. But then I clearly just got too tired or busy or something, so we ended up with fish patties that night because they're the one thing that my hubby cooks, so it gives me time to be able to do something else. And then the next night we've gone back to the freezer to use up some of the previous meal prep. So I've got the honey mustard chicken that we've got from a jar because my daughter can't have that one due to allergies, so I've pulled out her chicken base that she's done, and then we just had that with some rice. Next night we're digging through, I went in the freezer and I got the pie that we've there, and we just had that with some mash as well. I'm guessing this evening I was super tired, but we just can't do takeaway due to too many allergies, so we still need to cook something no matter what. So it's where I will bulk prep up panko chicken so I can just throw it in the freezer, and so grateful that we had frozen chips in there that were quick and easy to cook. So sorry, no veggies for this meal, but still everyone was fed, and fed is best. And then the next night I finally got around to making the lasagna, and this is probably where I talked for a while during the Use It Up challenge, where I was talking about how the white sauce will split, and I will just buy some of the carbonara sauce when I get it, because for it to be fresh and to mix it through frozen pasta, it's a game changer. Because when you're super tired and you want dinner, it is just so much cheaper and easier than takeaway, and it's done, and it tastes a lot better than what I can make. I'm learning how to make it better, but until then, store-bought it is. I'm also seeing here that this really was a Use It Up, so all the last little bits of the lasagna pasta broken up into there, and the last little bit of the tasty cheese that was left over in the freezer from the previous Audi challenge. I'm talking 2023. So but the pasta's cooked, and we've got one for my daughter, so it's got the lactose-free cream, and then one for us. And then I just paired it with an Audi salad, because by now we had started the next Audi challenge and I'd been in Audi and bought that on purpose because I love their Caesar salad kit. Digging back through the freezer again, and I think I was so excited to have found this little combination of cut up carrots and corn, because I made a fried rice that you can see there, and then my son had some left over the next day for dinner. It was so funny though, because my hubby was like, where's my fried rice? I was like, here you go then. I was like, don't you have enough carbs on your plate? He says, nah, always need more. And then I filmed this funny because the Hershey's chocolate syrup is still sitting here on the bench, because if you guys know us, we're very real in this house, and I'm not always the most cleanest or organized person, so you'll often see stuff in the background that's left over from the day's food prep or whatever it is. It is what it is. By now we've started the Audi challenge, so tonight was the roast chicken, so you can also check out that Audi video. I'll link that up above. And then the next night we did the panko chicken, And then we've done the sausages, and then I was showing here how other people have done alternatives if they didn't like what we've had. And yeah, as I talked about in the outer video, we keep it real around here. There's always chicken nuggets somewhere to be seen. It was funny filming this as well because I'm trying to film for you guys for YouTube and also for TikTok. So I've got phones and cameras going every which way possible, and I had to sort of mix it up on the meal plan to make it look like we were alternating our meals. And so we were sometimes having 2 outing meals in a row, and then the next night we got super busy and I didn't have enough time to actually prep and put everything together. So luckily I was sort of over a week ahead, so I had time up my sleeve to mix things around. So there's the savoury mince that we would have just had, and then also the quiche. We were also super lucky one night this week that I got given, my stepdad made a cheese and onion pie, and he had made 2, and there's one left over, so he gave that to us to eat. It was so good, so I'm super happy with that. And then I started doing week 2 of the outing meals. So we've got the roast beef that was there, and we've got the burgers, and then the next night we did the meatballs. Again, trying to film all the prep for it and film it in order and make sure it all is there so it doesn't look like we're just eating chicken for 3 nights in a row, trying to mix it all up with the filming. It's hilarious. And we've got chicken Kievs here, so obviously I got tired of outie prep. As I said, I am no longer contracted to finish the week 1, so I was doing week 2 of my own bat. But yeah, you do get a bit tired having to do a lot of the prep and legwork and everything else. Here is the lamb stew that we did for week 2 of the outie, and we've done honey mustard chicken again. That would have been week 2 outie, and my daughter's just had her triangles with the broccoli and chips that she really likes. And then I think we started week 3 of the outie challenge, so stay tuned for that. We've done tuna patties because again that's what my hubby can cook, and also I was just showing you cost-effective meals that we do. So I hope that you've enjoyed our March meals. I think I missed a couple of nights, but oh well, probably we just had something from the freezer, don't know, but still I've really enjoyed sharing with you. Thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.